Lesson 3, rotations. A rotation is a transformation that turns a figure around the center of rotation. The first rotation that we will talk about is a 90-degree rotation counterclockwise. Now, if we think about a clock, counterclockwise is going towards the left. Clockwise is going towards the right. So a 90-degree rotation counterclockwise is equivalent to a 270-degree rotation clockwise. So the function for a 90-degree rotation counterclockwise is negative yx. What this means is that we will first change the sign of x, change the sign of y. Then we will swap x and y. The next is a 180-degree rotation counterclockwise, which is equivalent to a 180-degree rotation clockwise. And its function is negative x, negative y. And what this means is that we change the sign of both x and y. And lastly, we have a 270-degree rotation counterclockwise. It is equivalent to a 90-degree rotation clockwise, and its function is y negative x. So what that means is that we will change the sign of x. Then we will swap x and y. Okay, the first objective that we will discuss is drawing the image. So here we are given a pre-image and we are giving our actual transformation, which is a 90-degree rotation counterclockwise. And what we will need to do is draw our image. In order to do that, we must first identify the ordered pairs for the pre-image. So the ordered pair for S is 0, negative 2. T is 1, 0. U is 3, negative 1, and then V is 2, negative 4. So now that we have identified the ordered pairs for the pre-image, we simply need to apply our function for the 90-degree counterclockwise. And if we remember, our function for 90 degrees counterclockwise is negative yx. So we know that we will have to change the sign of the y, and then we will swap x and y. So let's look at S first. We have to change the sign of y, so negative 2 becomes positive 2. And then we will simply swap them, so that will be 2, 0. Again, for t, change the sign of y. 0 has no sign, so it will stay the same. And now we need to swap 0 and 1. Change the sign of y. Negative 1 becomes positive 1. Swap them. The new ordered pair is 1, 3. And then finally, change the sign of y. Negative 4 becomes positive 4. Swap them. The new ordered pair is 4, 2. Now that we have our image ordered pairs, we simply need to plot those points. So 2, 0 is S prime. 0, 1, T prime. 1, 3, U prime. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 is V prime. So we have now rotated this pre-image 90 degrees counterclockwise. All right, now let's do the same thing, except we are now going to rotate 180 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead, this is the same pre-image as before, so I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite those pre-image ordered pairs. And now we have to remember our function for the 180 degree counterclockwise, and that function is negative x, negative y. So what that means is that we are going to change the sign of both x and y. 0 has no sign, so it stays the same. Negative 2 becomes positive 2. 1 becomes negative 1, 0 stays the same. 3 becomes negative 3, negative 1 becomes positive 1. 2 becomes a negative 2, and negative 4 becomes positive 4. And now that we have those image ordered pairs, we simply plot them. 0, 2 is S prime, negative 1, 0, T prime, negative 3, 1 is U prime, and then negative 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 is V prime. All right, so we have now rotated this pre-image 180 degrees counterclockwise. And finally, we will now rotate 270 degrees counterclockwise. Again, this is the same pre-image, so let me go ahead and rewrite those pre-image ordered pairs. Okay, so the function for a 270 degree rotation counterclockwise is y negative x. So that means we are going to change the sign of x, and then we will swap x and y. So 0 is our x. This sign, the 0 does not have a sign, excuse me. So it will stay the same. Now we swap them. So that is negative 2, 0. Change the sign of 1. It becomes negative 1. Swap them. 0, negative 1. 3 becomes negative 3. Swap them. Negative 1, negative 3. 2 becomes negative 2. Swap them. Negative 4, negative 2. Now that we have our image ordered pairs, all we need to do is plot them. So negative 2, 0, S prime. 0, negative 1, T prime. Negative 1, negative 3, U prime. And then negative 4, negative 2, V prime. We have now rotated this pre-image 270 degrees counterclockwise. Now let's look at our second objective, which is writing the image ordered pairs. This is going to be very simple since that is what we had to do for each of the previous examples. So here we have the ordered pairs for the pre-image for triangle WXY, and we need to write the image ordered pairs. So for a reminder, our function for the 90 degrees counterclockwise is negative YX. So again, we're going to change the sign of Y and then swap X and Y. Negative 4 becomes 4, swap, it is 4, 3. Negative 2 becomes 2, swap, 2, 2. And negative 4 becomes 4, swap, 4, 0. 180 degrees, we remember that our function is negative x, negative y, meaning we will just change the sign of both x and y. 3 becomes negative 3. Negative 4 becomes positive 4. 2 becomes negative 2. Negative 2 becomes positive 2. 0 stays the same. And negative 4 becomes positive 4. Lastly, our 270, our function is y negative x, so we are going to change the sign of x and then swap x and y. 3 becomes negative 3, swap, it is negative 4, negative 3. 2 becomes negative 2, swap, negative 2, negative 2. 0 stays the same, swap, negative 4, 0. And finally, our last objective, which is writing the function. So I provided a few questions that you all need to ask yourself in order to write the function. So first, find an ordered pair, choose a letter. So I went ahead and chose an I for you. Let's identify the ordered pair for I. 3, negative 1. And then the ordered pair for I prime, 1, 3. First question, did the X and Y swap places? 3 is first here, but it's second here. So yes, they did swap places. Whose sign changed, X or Y? 3 is still positive. However, negative 1 becomes positive 1. This is our Y value. So our Y changed sign. So now which one swaps the X and Y and changes the sign of Y? That is a 90-degree rotation. And the function is negative YX. Okay, now we're looking at Y. So Y is negative 1, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, 3. Y prime is 3, 1. Did X and Y swap places? Yes. Whose sign changed, X or Y? -1 became +1. This is our X value, so the X changed. So which rotation swaps X and Y and changes the sign of X? That is a 270-degree counterclockwise rotation. So the function for that is Y -X. And then finally, we're looking at our X. That is -5, 2. And X prime is 5, -2. Did they swap places? No. Whose sign changed? Uh-oh, and I got the ordered pair for X prime wrong. I'm sorry about that. So the ordered pair for X prime is actually 5, -2. So whose sign changed? Both of their signs changed. So which rotation is that? That is a 180-degree rotation. So the function for that is -X, -Y.